The Apolitikion, the Troparion, the hymn for today, begins Simeron ti soteria Simon to kephaleon. Today is the kephaleon of our salvation. And kephaleon, this is a word, we know what it means, because kephali is the head. And so the kephaleon is sort of the chapter heading. And in the ancient world, the chapter headings often sort of gave a summary, a digest version of what was going to come in the chapter. So what we are understanding is that the Annunciation, the coming of the Lord into the womb of the Virgin Mary, at the word of the Archangel Gabriel, as we see in the icon with the Archangel here and Panagia here, this sort of, we would say it's the bookends. It contains the entirety of the story of salvation, of the Lord's work to deliver us from sin and death. It is a microcosm, a distilled and compact and accessible way for us to see the entire message of the good news. We who are sinful, we who are sick, we who are weak, we who die, are in trouble. And to us, in our trouble, in our sickness, in our sin, God comes. He sees that we cannot raise ourselves up to come to Him, so He comes down to us. All of our architecture sends this same message, even the great icon of the Lord, Pantocrator, in the dome, as though the entire church is His embrace and He descends to us, overshadowing us in the shelter of His wings, delivering us by being with us. This is what was foretold when, this is what the archangel said: you will call His name Emmanuel, because this means God is with us. And in any time we celebrate on this day. We celebrate on this day when things are going well in our lives, when things are going well in the world, and we celebrate on this day when things are going badly. Because even when things are going well, we remember we are still subject to sin and to death and to sickness, and the Lord comes to deliver us from all of them. And when things go badly, when the world is full of trouble, when there is nothing good on the news, but only fear, only sickness, only death, only trouble, then above all we remember God has not abandoned us to these troubles. He has not left us alone. He does not stand on high, look down on us and say, Kalidinami, good luck, have fun, see you later. He comes down to us. He unites Himself with us. He walks the path that we walk. He endures what we endure. He weeps with us when we weep. He grieves with us when we grieve. But when we fear, He does not fear with us. He tells us, do not be afraid, for I have overcome the world. Do not be afraid, for I am with you. This we are called to understand. This we are called to hold tightly and closely in our hearts and our minds. And at this we are called, even in times of trouble, to dare to rejoice, to dare to have hope, to dare to look past the darkness and the trouble, and to see the wonder and the glory that God is with us. So today, seeing this summary of our salvation, that God is united now with us, that he bears our burdens, that he heals our diseases, that he leads us out of darkness and death into everlasting life. Today, we celebrate. Today, we rejoice. Today, we take comfort and peace and joy in the fellowship that we are able to have with one another, and in the fellowship that we understand we now have with the Holy Trinity, with all the church, with all the saints, because God is with us. So please stand, and we will continue the divine liturgy.